Okay, 5.2. I think this is a pretty straightforward lesson. I'm only going to do the front page. The back page will be kind of an extension if you want to do it. So just these first, let me see, these first 4 examples, these are going to be required, for you to understand the lesson and do the checkpoint. But the back side of these notes are not required. So this lesson has us add, subtract, and multiply polynomials. So the main thing you got to understand here is what like terms are. Okay, so adding polynomials, you're combining like terms by adding. So I'm going to rewrite this as addition. The first example, adding 3x cubed plus 2x squared minus x minus 7 plus, and I'll put this in parentheses, x cubed minus 10x squared plus 8. So I look for like terms. 3x cubed and x cubed added together, 4x cubed. 2x squared plus negative 10x squared is negative 8x squared. Negative x plus, no like term on that side, stays negative x. Negative 7 plus 8. Those are constants. Those are like terms. So you're looking for like terms and you're combining them. Next one. If you want to try this one on your own, go ahead right now, pause the video, and try it. So like terms here. 9y cubed doesn't have any like terms, so it stays 9y cubed. 3y squared, negative 5y squared, added together, negative 2y squared. Negative 2y plus y, negative 1y or negative y. 1 and negative 4, 1 plus negative 4 is negative 3. So pretty straightforward with subtraction. Okay, subtraction, addition. I'll get to subtraction. Now subtraction, you have to read, all right? Subtracting something from something. So it's not the first one minus the second one, always. You've got to read it. So if we read this, subtract the first polynomial from the second. So the way I would write this, 8x cubed minus 3x squared minus 2x plus 9 minus 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus x plus 1. Now, it's very, very important that you draw or put parentheses around each polynomial because we are subtracting each term from each like term, okay? So when I do this, I'm going to read it, and this is how I want you guys to kind of read it as you're subtracting. 8x cubed minus 2x cubed is 6x cubed. And I move to the next term. Negative 3x squared minus 6x squared. Negative 9x squared. Negative 2x minus negative x. Negative 1x. I'm just going to write negative x. Positive 9 minus 1 is positive 8. Okay? So subtracting each term. Okay, that subtraction is important. I'm going to show you a different method for the next example. So again, subtract this from this. So I write the 2z squared plus 3z minus 3z squared plus z minus 4. This is a different method. This might help. I know you guys can do plus and negative. So what you could do is if you have subtraction, if you go ahead and change this subtraction to addition, that means you change the signs of all the terms after that symbol. So that means this becomes negative 3z squared, negative z, and positive 4. So you can change that subtraction to addition, but you have to change all of the signs after that's subtraction. So this becomes 2x squared plus negative 3z squared, which is negative, or why did I write x? I'm really sorry about that. That's a z, my bad. 2z squared plus negative 3z squared is negative z squared. 3z plus negative z is 2z. And then this part's a little tricky, but there's no term here, and there's plus 4, so this is positive 4. So it's kind of like 0 plus 4. Okay, so adding and subtracting, all it is combining like terms. That's all it is. It's just whether you're adding or subtracting those terms. For example 3, multiplying. Now in this case, for multiplying, thing we got to remember, when you multiply, the order does not matter. So when I multiply, there's going to be a certain way I'm going to write these to make it easier, at least in my head, to explain. So when I multiply, I'm going to write the polynomial with less terms first, the polynomial with more terms second. And basically, multiplying polynomials comes down to distribution. There are 2 terms in the first polynomial. There are 3 terms in the second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by distributing this first term x through the second polynomial. So that means I take x times this term, which is negative x cubed. X times x squared is x cubed. When you multiply 2 variables, you add their exponents. 1 plus 2 is 3. Distribute to the second term. X times 2x. 2x squared. 1x times 2x is 2x squared. Distribute to the last term. That's 4x. X times 4 is 4x. Next, I distribute negative 3 through. This becomes positive 3x squared. Negative times a negative. Negative 3 times 2x, negative 6x. And then finally, negative 3 times 4, negative 12. So this is your chance to simplify more. So you hunt the like terms down. 2x squared, 3x squared, 4x, negative 6x, and let's simplify. So highest power comes first. Next highest comes 2x squared, 3x squared, 5x squared, 4x and negative 6x, negative 2x, and then minus 12. So combining the like terms. So part B might be a good idea to try this one on your own. Pause the video before I ramble on again, and it gives you a good chance to practice it and check your answers. But I'm going to jump right into it. Y plus 5, 3y squared minus 2y plus 2, and it's distribution. Distribute the first term. This becomes 3y cubed minus 2y squared, give myself enough room, plus 2y, and then I distribute the 5. 15y squared minus 10y plus 10. And again, like terms. 3y cubed has no like terms. Negative 2y squared, positive 15y squared, 13y squared. 2y minus 10y, negative 8y, plus 10. Combined all the like terms, totally simplified. Moving to the last example. Now this one, multiplying 3. So that means, oops, x minus 1 times x plus 4 times x plus 5. So there's a lot going on there. So there's different ways to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and break it down into smaller problems. Whenever I have a problem that looks big, I try and break it down into smaller problems so it's easier to manage. So with this, I would start with the first two polynomials and kind of just wait to multiply the last one. So I would do the distribution x times x times 4. So that's just these two. X squared plus 4x, and then I would distribute negative 1 minus x minus 4. So this polynomial, these two, becomes x squared plus 3x minus 4. So I'm going to multiply this polynomial by the x plus 5. So to finish this off, again, multiplying, the order does not matter. I'm going to put x plus 5 on the front, x squared plus 3x minus 4 on the back end, and then distribute x through. So if I distribute x through, x cubed plus 3x squared minus 4x. Distribute 5 through, a lot of terms, 5x squared plus 15x minus 20. And then same thing as before, combine the like terms. X cubed plus 8x squared plus 11x minus 20. So if you ever have something where you're multiplying three expressions by each other, take two of the expressions, multiply them, simplify that to get to be one simplified expression, and then multiply the remaining two expressions. So that's the way I tackle one that looks like that. So now you guys are probably ready to move on to some practice.